Hey JK Grinders, today in our Grinders meeting I promised you that I was going to break down a little bit of the logic and the how-to on how to get more exposure in the short and long term out of your social network and internet presence. Okay, the way we do this is really just a simple math situation. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to compare the potential math to a post that you make compared to if you were to like and comment on other posts. Okay? So we're looking at overall exposure and recognizing you as a real estate agent for this portion of it. In a minute, we're going to talk about how to actually take advantage of the exposure that you get. Okay, so the average person on their Facebook has 300 friends. So we're going to make you average. All right? You have 300 friends. Okay? So anytime you post something, we know we can get in front of 300 people. For the purposes of this right now, though, you're going to be definitely going above and beyond, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to tag 6 other people. All right? So we're going to tag 6 people who are also average and have 300 friends. All right? So if we multiply this, we add these together, that gives us 2,100 people reached. Okay? 2,100 people reached. Now there's going to be some cross-ups, so we're not going to complicate the math too much. You just reached 2,100 people. Alright? Now I want you to think about a group that you know that's involved in Facebook and heavily involved in your local area where you can make the biggest impact. Okay? Where can you make the biggest impact? A lot of that's going to be through FSBOs. Okay? A lot of the people online that are looking at purchasing a house or selling a house are thinking about maybe doing it themselves, and they're doing a little bit of research. They're not all looking for real estate agents. Even the ones that are looking for real estate agents are going to spend a lot of time looking at places like Zillow. So, if you're not already following Zillow, make sure you do it, and make sure you stay active within their social network presence as well. It'll do wonders for you. So let's take one of their posts, for instance. You know how many people follow Zillow? Yeah, I don't either, but let's go ahead and say that it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 20,000. Okay? So they have 20,000 followers, of which you're one of them. Okay? You go ahead and you make a comment. Of those 20,000 followers, maybe 1,000 bother to pay attention to that particular post that you did. Okay? So we have 1,000 people that have now had the opportunity to see your post. And as soon as they pay attention, they're also going to like it and post, because that's what you do with big companies, right? We all do it. When there's somebody we know, we like it, we comment on it. A lot of times we'll even share it. Okay? So we have 1,000 people immediately that we've recognized. Now let's talk about just the people specifically that comment on that. Of this, they're going to get about 500 comments. 500 comments on a post like this. Multiply times the average person's 300, so we got 500 times 300 gives us 150,000. 150,000 times that your comment, your information has gotten onto somebody's wall in one way or another. 150,000. And we won't continue to chase it because both of these can continue to grow. You already know which one's going to win. 150,000, that's a lot. So let's just stop it right here, 150,000. Okay, so to make a post that people are going to pay attention to on this, that they're going to recognize, to do your own post, you're going to want to do it really well. So you're going to spend an average of about 4 hours prepping, planning, creating this post. You're going to make something people want to share. You're going to make videos. You're going to do a really funny meme. Okay? You're going to provide great information that's going to help somebody. To do that, you're looking at about 4 hours. So let's give you a little bit of credit and say these 2,100 people, I want to say that 100 of them are actually going to comment on there. Okay? So 100 of them end up making a comment. Not bad. Alright, times the average of 300 friends, we're at, what is it, 30,000. 30,000 people that you reach with 4 hours of work. And we got to throw in the extra 2,100, so our end game goal on that is actually 32,100. 32,100 people you reached in 4 hours of work. Okay? So, let's talk about what it takes to make a comment on this and to find the right post. Okay? If you're following the right people and you've got a good strategy in place, you already know what you're looking for. So you're looking for that right type of post that's going to go to your target market, that you can make a very valid comment that's actually going to get a little bit of attention possibly, that's worth you putting your like on. Let's say that's going to take a total of 5 to 10 minutes. Let's call it on the low or on the high side, and let's say it takes you 10 minutes to do that. So I'm going to come over here to this side of the board and we're going to do a little bit of math. 4 hours times 60, 240 minutes. We already know that 10 minutes is well under that, so let's go ahead and divide that by 10. That's 24. 24 times that you could do this. 24 times 150,000, I'm not going to do that math, but it's in the millions. It's in the millions. Same amount of time, 4 hours a day, millions of people. All right? So let's take the people out of the equation, okay? Because people don't really pay attention to what they're seeing inside the comments. Let's look at it just from an algorithm standpoint. All right? We talked about the biggest, the best. Only the biggest want to be seen. Okay? So, or only the biggest are going to be seen, I guess would be a better way of putting that. So, if you were a computer and all you knew was this algorithm that was put into place, okay, this may be weighted a little bit more, the 32,100 people. 32,100 different times somebody loaded their wall and your comment was going to be available for viewing, or in the millions your comment was available for viewing. Now you're going to get noticed a little bit quicker here, but this is going to be better. Okay, so let's actually do the math on this real quick. What that's 3,600,000. Okay, 3,600,000 potential views right here. 3,600,000. Now, if you do this 5 times a day, that's going to come up to about 160,000 per week, or 5 times a week. 5 times a week, 160,000 per week. Not bad. You'll make a decent living. But if you want to make a great living and you want to get super exposure, what if we did this? What if we took this number, we multiply this times 4 times a day? Okay? 4 times a week, I mean. If we did this 4 times a week on this, that gives us 14,400,000 in a week. The algorithm starts to see this and they say, wow, this person really knows what they're doing. This person is involved, engaged, learning. This person is everywhere. This person is everywhere doing this 14,400,000 different times. They've actually shown up on somebody's computer screen for potential for them to see you. Now, they didn't see you, they didn't notice you because you were in the comments, but that doesn't matter because we have 1 day left. We have 1 day left of marketing and planning, and we're going to turn around and we're going to do one of these. We're going to throw one of these up here, 32,100 page views, 1 day a week. 32,100 page views 1 day a week, but the algorithms see you like this. When the algorithms see you like this stays at the top longer. This gets paid attention to more because a lot of these people were also seeing you on this. When these people see you on these types of posts and all of a sudden you make your own post, they recognize you, they engage, they pay attention, this number could potentially even go up. So that is why when you have your own blog or your social networks and you want to engage people and you want to bring business in, okay, you've got to go out and you've got to do these things. You've got to comment, you've got to like. Do that a lot more than posting. 4 to 1, I just showed you the numbers. We talked about the common sense as to why it works. You know that it will work. Okay? So, if you follow blogs, comment on those blogs. Okay? If you're just avid on your social networks, go into these groups, go into these big companies, go into these well-known names, Go to the places people are following. Follow the local sports teams. Like and comment on those. Get involved in your community. You can live your life big. Have lots of pieces that have nothing to do with real estate. Big. And if you make a point of doing it with precision, when it's time to do real estate work, you're gonna make money. It's fun to follow our sports teams, let's not lie. Okay? So if you can follow your sports teams and you can comment and you can get these types of results, why not take advantage of it? People are going to recognize you. People are going to see you. People are going to pay attention when you finally do this. So we do this 4 times. We do this once. We get the results. That's what you're looking for. The results are all that matters. If you just do this 5 times, you'll get some results, but you're not going to get the results that are going to make you happy. You're not going to get the results that are going to make you a millionaire. You're not going to get the results that are going to let you take that 2-week sabbatical to go to Europe. Which, by the way, when you get these types of results, that's when we start hiring people. That's when we get a support staff, so that when we do take that 2-week sabbatical, our business doesn't stop. It keeps growing itself, and we've got people doing this for us. So that's why this works. That's why the math works, okay? Find places the people are already engaged and engage with them. Do it better than them. Do it to the extreme. Be that loud guy in the room that everybody notices and that everybody can't pay attention to. All right? One of the reasons I love the JK family is because of the welcome that I've always gotten here. You know, even after taking all that time going full-time and doing very little real estate, when I walked into the office, everybody that I hadn't met already knew that I was Jared from Facebook. Because I was doing this and I didn't even pay attention to it. I was already doing this. You can do it too. I've taken up 12 minutes of your time. I hoped you watched the whole video. Please give me some feedback on it. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Let's talk about it. And by the way, Jason and Kayla, if you do want me to do a class on this, I don't love doing classes, but I'll do it because I'm passionate about it and because the support you guys have given me and the way everybody else has done it. I'd love to be that support structure for everybody else. So take care. God bless. See you in the morning.